The tour continues for more than 100 Vietnam War veterans in our nation's capital. 17's Aton Wallace is with our local heroes and has more on today's events.
Hello from Washington, D.C. Tuesday was a busy day for the 101 veterans on this honor flight. They went to many memorials, including the Vietnam War Memorial. We'll have more on that in a moment, but first, here is how the day started. With a police escort, first stop was Arlington National Cemetery. There, the group visited the tomb of the unknown soldiers. Next stop, the Women and Military Service Memorial. This stop was especially meaningful for the 4 women veterans on this honor flight.
We're very capable. We're very capable, and we want to serve our country also. It is the United States for women and men, not just men. They shouldn't have to do it by themselves.
And then it was time for the most anticipated visit of the day, the Vietnam War Memorial. The group laid a wreath and paid their respects. There was not a single dry eye because, as these vets tell me, more than 40 years after the Vietnam War, the memories from Vietnam are ingrained with them forever.
It's just hard. It's emotional. It's emotional seeing all this and just some things that I've been living with for a long time. You know, this kind of brings some closure.
Honored and humbled to even be here looking at the wall. Very emotional. I love this country. If you don't like it, leave.
These vets wanted to honor those who never came back, 58,000 men and women who made the ultimate sacrifice, including 17 young men from Taft.
Everything from here down is called the East Wall.
Janice Varner, who graduated from Taft High School during the Vietnam War era, led the effort to place portraits of these young men at the wall with the names of those who perished at war.
You know, we got to escort 101 veterans here today to the wall, and they got to see the wall. Those 17 veterans from my little small town never got to see the wall because they are part of the wall. So it's just our hope that when everybody goes by there, they see a name, they see a face, and they realize those were young men, and that's how I wanted to honor them.
And then there was this moment towards the end of the day. As the veterans were touring the Air Force Memorial, middle school students from Ohio were cheering on in gratitude.
It's just emotional because, like, they fought for our country and, like, they make us have, like, what we have today.
Tuesday night, honor flight leaders read each biography for every single veteran on this trip.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. George West.
The veterans also were presented with American flags that flew at the Capitol, and they also received medals. Afterwards, the vets were allowed to make some remarks about how impactful for them this trip has been.
Going to a wall. It's okay. It brought a lot of healing to me today. I got to say goodbye. 50 years. Up in case I was tough. I wouldn't let it go. I did today.
Now, Wednesday marks the final day of this honor flight trip. The veterans are expected to tour the Capitol and visit the Natural History Museum. They will then get on a plane back to Bakersfield, expected to arrive at 8 o'clock Pacific time. Honor flight representatives are encouraging as many people as possible to fill the Bill Thomas Terminal at Middlesfield Airport to give these veterans a welcome home they deserve. In Washington, D.C., Aton Wallace, 17 News.